going on, everybody? Whew. Need to sneeze. But, guys, we are out here right now welding a bunch of 36 inch. So, what it is, let me show you. Let me show you guys. Basically what it is these are round collars that they've rolled out of like some 3/8 plate, and the farmer did it, and like you can see there's a gap. I don't know what happened there, but we got to cut pieces in to go into each one of those. But welding together this line, what this is for is this is all used pipe. And so they were able to get all this pipe for a good price, and we're replacing a main line that's going up through this valley. And a lot of this pipe is hand cut, and you'll see it right there. It's all hand cut, straight cut. And this, hang on, let me turn you around. Those collars are gonna make life super easy, because now we don't have to go through, we don't have to freaking burn through bottles and bottles of gas to put bevels on all this. A lot of this line is concrete lined, meaning that they have concrete inside the line, and so in order to cut a bevel on it, we'd have to go through and knock all the concrete out of it, and it would just be an absolute miserable deal. But basically, with these collars, what's going to happen is they're going to be able to just slide a piece of pipe into this thing, and messed up bevel or not, it's not going to matter. And all we're going to do is run 2 or 3 passes on the outside of it, and we're good to go. And they're going to drop this line in the ditch and start flowing water for these irrigation lines and whatever else. So anyways, feels good to be back on some pipe though, I can tell you that much. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, loving life with my Pipeliner's Cloud. Let me tell you something. It's been well over 90 degrees, and I know that to a lot of you guys that's like winter weather, right? You guys are used to 100% humidity, 120 degrees. There's reasons I don't live down there, my friends, but it's been 100 degrees here, and this is a super dry heat, and that thing is an absolute lifesaver. Pipeliner's Cloud, worth every penny, freaking love it. So you guys can see all this pipe. Let me go down here and I'll show you this pipe. So this is actually the first time that I've ever welded concrete lined pipe. And so I've never actually even seen concrete lined pipe, but here we go. Let me show you. I'm down here right now. Whoop. Turn. So you can see, I mean, it's got an inch worth of concrete in each one of these things. So here's a bunch of 30 inch, here's a bunch of 36 inch. The stuff we're welding up there is 32 inch. And we got 250 joints. So between the boys and me and a couple other buddies that'll probably come out on the weekends and stuff when they're not working on their other jobs, we'll get all this welded together. And then as soon as these farmers pull in their crops and get everything harvested and done, then we're gonna start digging up the old line, which is 24 inch. And we're gonna dig up the old line, cut it to pieces, start welding this new line together, throw it in the ditch. So hoping to get the hookups too, but we'll see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen with that whole deal. But anyways, guys, let's get this next chunk welded out really fast. Oh, the other thing, guys, when you are messing with pipe that's this big, and this is big pipe. I mean, this is, decently good sized pipe. Pipe, let's put it this way, pipe that if something goes wrong, you're gonna die, okay? Or break a lot of bones or whatever. Now let me show you. Getting in the middle of this pipe is pretty scary, and I don't love getting in the middle of the pipe. It's not where you want to be. Pinch points, by the time if this piece was to roll into this, you'd be breaking a lot of like your femur. It would be probably halfway up your femur, bunch of crushed meat, bunch of bone. Like, this is not going to be a good thing, and nobody can get it moved until, you know, a piece of equipment gets here or whatever, which there's no piece of equipment out here. So you're going to sit here for a little while, maybe die if it cuts your freaking arteries or whatever. But what we got on this thing is we've spaced it out to where it's almost like a wagon wheel, and the back is touching each other so it can't roll that way. But then the other thing we did is we put wedges underneath all the pipe so that it can't roll. it's not a guarantee, but I do not like getting in the middle of a pipe. But on this case, it's pretty, I mean, it's as safe as we can make it, right? So guys, just pay attention to stuff like that when you're getting ready to start welding on big stuff like this. Just always pinch points. Is it gonna fall and crush you? Like, just, you gotta be so careful. But there we go. Let's get us a little bit of 36-inch welded up, eh? The other thing, guys, and I've noticed a lot, I've been tanning like a lot more than usual just because we've been able to just run around with t-shirts for a lot of this. And I've noticed that my arms, all my burn scars and everything are staying pretty white. And I'm looking a lot like a tweaker, and it's not good. But get you one of these up in smoke shirts when you're welding stuff like this and it's throwing a lot of sparks and whatever else. This material, which is like a Carbon X material, this stuff is absolutely freaking incredible. I mean, it stops sparks. It's amazing. But save you from having to wear 2 or 3 shirts and a sleeve and all that. You just throw this on and it'll stop a lot of sparks. So, and then especially, I mean, we're on 180, 190 amps right now, welding 3s. This sucker's gonna throw some sparks. Got the old dogs out here. They're running wild. Okay. Now, a lot of guys are going to be like, well, why aren't you running dual shield, or why don't you run LH or something like that? Well, the problem is where we are at right now, it's absolutely flat. It's open. It's got 2 mountain ranges on both sides of us, and the wind, holy Judas. When the wind comes through here, it is ripping. There's no, you can't have an umbrella out. You can't do anything like that. Everything on your truck needs to be put away. The wind is ridiculous out here, but with stick, we're able to kind of fight it. Right now is a really nice flipping day. Like, there's no wind at all. It's just hot. But anyways, that's one of the reasons we're running stick. Yes, we should probably run dual shield, but we'd rather just, you know, instead of dragging all that stuff out every time and then having to put it away 2-3 hours into it, just run stick, and you just keep going. It takes quite a bit of wind to really shut down downhill stick rods. Fires are another thing that we worry about too a lot. So when it starts getting too windy, we really shut it down pretty quick. All right. So there's kind of an idea of what's happening. So, anyways, guys, I got just about half of this left to do, and then it'll be a done deal, right? So, anyways, love you guys. Everybody be blessed. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll talk to you here in a bit. See ya.